welcome back to my channel, and today is a very exciting day because today we are doing the very first Q&A on my channel. I mentioned to you guys in my previous video, the 7 things I can't stand video, that I was going to be filming a Q&A, and I asked you guys to send in your questions, and you guys did not disappoint. Not that I thought you would, I'm just saying, like, you guys came through with your questions, so I'm going to be answering every single one of them today. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want this to be like a monthly thing or if you want me to wait till 5K to do my next one. Depending on if you guys like this one, we'll see. It's all up to you. It's if you want it or not. I don't know. To be a part of the next Q&A, you can just send me in your questions to any of my social medias. All my social media handles are just at SavannahLBrymer, except my Twitter, which is Savannah with 2 H's Brymer. But you should just go follow me on all my social medias anyways, you know, like, why not? So we're just gonna start with the ones that I got from YouTube on my last video, and we'll just go from there. I got my laptop. We're good. Okay. Not that. So the first question comes from Abby, and she says, when is your birthday? By the way, I love you. Well, I love you. My birthday is January 14th, so it was like a little bit over a month ago, and your girl turned 20. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so the next one is from Carson, and she asked, who inspired you to do YouTube, or why did you start YouTube, and do you enjoy it? I love you. I love you, and the reason I started YouTube, it wasn't necessarily because a specific person inspired me. I mean, I've been watching videos for a really long time, for about like I don't even know. Ever since I was in like 7th grade. And if you do the math, that was a long time ago. And it wasn't really even necessarily a person. It was just that I became infatuated with like these videos and watching people kind of film their day-to-day lives. And I became obsessed with YouTube during like the music video making phase. I don't know if you guys remember that. If you have like no idea what I'm talking about, pretty much what people would do is just like recreate music videos, like reenact music videos, create music videos, put the song over it, post it, like that. So that was basically when I started like watching YouTube and things like that. But when it became more about like story times and vlogging and kind of day-to-day stuff, that is what I would say like really just kind of like sparked me to like start my own channel. And like even besides all that, I love this. Like I love being able to like sit in front of a camera. Like I don't care who's watching, I don't care how many people are watching. Like it's like an outlet. It honestly is. It's a really just like healthy outlet that I've discovered, that I'm obsessed with, that I'm in love with, and that I'm super passionate about. I love it. So to answer your last part, which is do you enjoy it, I couldn't enjoy it any more than I do. Baby Moffat asks, do you like horror movies? If so, what is your favorite? I love horror movies. I really do, but I can't watch them by myself because like I won't be able to sleep. Sleep is like number 2, debatably number 1 on like my priority list. So like your girl needs to sleep. Watching a horror movie is like not gonna make that happen. But if you would have asked me this question like a couple years ago, like you would have gotten a flat out no. Like I was the girl that was literally too scared to watch Twilight because like it was too scary for me at the time. Like I got too scared of Twilight. So if I'm ever like hanging out with friends, or in the rare occasion that I go on a date, keyword rare occasion, and if like we want to watch a movie, I will always suggest a scary one. I personally really like them. And what is my favorite? My favorite horror movie would, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like Insidious or any of like the paranormal movies. I'm more a fan of like, when I first saw The Devil, I was freaked out. I remember I first saw it like probably a year and a half ago, and it freaked me out. But I watched it a second time and it wasn't that bad. The Taken movies, American Psycho. That is the movie. American Psycho scares me to death. American Psycho freaks me out. It is honestly so terrifying. Like if you've never seen American Psycho, I don't know whether to say that's a good thing or if that's just like you should go watch it. If anyone says it's not scary, you are lying. It is scary. Like he's just like, oh no. Okay, we're moving on. I know I'm going to butcher your name, so just like bear with me. Asia, I'm really sorry. She asked, hey, I'm a new YouTuber too and I love your videos so far. Any tips you could give me? Yes. First of all, thank you. My biggest tip that I could probably give you, I have not been on YouTube very long, but like from what I can tell, or just like from watching other people, like this is kind of what I've gathered. First of all, you have to be real. And I bet some of you are like, well, that goes without saying, but like honestly, you'd be surprised that like it's not. Like some people like to fake their shit. Like people do anything for a couple more views, but people can see through fake like that, and no one likes to watch someone that's full of shit, you know? Like be real is like a huge one. People want to be able to relate to someone, you know? Like people want to be able to just like sit down and like just relate and know that whoever they're watching is real and not bullshitting them, basically. So being real is a huge part of it. Be consistent. Definitely don't like wait every 3 weeks weeks to post a video. That's kind of pointless. You definitely have to be consistent. I know I'm sometimes inconsistent with my days, so like I'm not the best one to talk, but definitely just like make a schedule. Like say in your mind, like, all right, like these are the days I'm gonna post, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And like obviously life happens, but just like make sure you're consistent. And then the third one is just like enjoy what you're doing. Like if you are enjoying what you're doing, like people will be able to see that, and like you'll have so much more fun making your content. Don't do content that everyone else wants you to do. Do what you want to do. Don't listen to anyone else. And that's also another thing. Like people are gonna hate, people are gonna talk, but you have to understand that like if this is what you love and this is what you want to do, then nothing else that they are saying should be the slightest bit important to you. Yeah, that's probably what I would say. Those are my tips for you. Good luck. So the next question is from Manuela, and she asks, which countries would you like to visit? If I were to visit any country, it would probably be Greece, or maybe New Zealand, or maybe Iceland. I just think both of those would be like super sick. So yeah, Greece or Iceland is my final answer. Okay, and the last question that came from my YouTube comments, I have gotten this question a lot, is do you have a Spotify? What playlist are you listening to in your Drive With Me videos? You guys always want to know what songs I'm listening to. So gather around, children. I am going to answer your prayers. But I did make a Spotify playlist, and it is called This Is Everything. I know that's like a really weird name, but like I genuinely didn't know what else to call it. I was gonna call it like Drive With Me. I was gonna call it I don't know what to call this. But I just decided This Is Everything. Like kind of sums it all up, because to me like it literally is everything. Those are like the majority of the songs. I think I tried to include every single one that I listen to in my Drive With Me videos, and some other ones that you'll probably see in future Drive With Me videos. My username is SavannahLBrymer on Spotify, because apparently someone literally has the same exact name as me on Spotify. I want to meet whoever literally has the exact same name as me. Alright, so I also asked you guys to send me in your questions through Snapchat, and again, you guys did not disappoint. Not like I don't have faith in you, but you guys pulled through with your questions. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, like you should, at SavannahLBrymer. First question comes from Celine, and she says, what's the craziest thing you did in high school? If you want like my biggest what the hell, like is this real life kind of story, go watch my School Put Me in a Cult storytime video for that story, because that was definitely like a Twilight Zone, like what is my life kind of moment. Yeah, that was just so bizarre. I mean, I obviously had my fair share of just disastrous, god-awful moments, hence the series High School Horrors. I definitely went out, had my fair share of partying, had my fair share of just kind of like going crazy. There is like one moment that stands out to me, just because, I don't know, I never snuck out of my house before, so this was like a big deal for me to like actually like sneak out of my house. But it was like the summer going into my senior year, and I had been talking to this boy for a while, and he asked me to hang out with him this one night, and so I decided that I would do it because like I'm a badass. Kidding. My mom has never heard of this story, and she watches my videos, so like I'm sorry mom, I love you, like this was a while ago. So I was about to go pick this boy up from where he was. So in order to turn my car on without my parents hearing it, I literally, physically pushed my car down the entire block. I pushed my car the entire block down the street, physically, like hand on the back of it, like pushing it. And so once I finally got it to the end of the street, I turned it on, I went and picked up this boy and like brought him back to the beach. We were literally like on the beach for like a couple hours, literally just like walking and talking. So it's not like a crazy like badass moment, like oh my god, like you're such a badass, like that's not what I'm saying. But like as far as like sneaking out or like doing something that was like slightly rebellious, like that was probably it. I wouldn't say that I did anything that was like super insanely like crazy until like my college days. So yeah. So the next couple questions are from Alexis, and the first one is, where is your favorite place to buy clothes? I'm pretty basic when it comes to this. Urban Outfitters, Free People. Online I like Nasty Gal, sometimes Revolve. Those are kind of like my go-to spots. Her second question is, what is your biggest fear? Okay, I don't do reptiles. I don't do reptiles. Frogs, snakes, lizards, I don't care. I don't like it. They freak me out. I don't know what it is about them, but I can't. Particularly snakes. I don't do snakes. Her third question is, if you could give any piece of advice, what would it be and why? If we're just talking general, if we're talking like all in all, like one piece of advice, live your life and do what makes you happy. Live your life for you. As long as you're not like hurting anyone, like no one should care about what you're doing. Live your life. Like do you. Like do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks, because at the end of the day, if you listen to other people, you're only gonna make yourself less happy. Your happiness is what is most important. So do whatever you have to do to make yourself happy and live your life. Her fourth question was, what is your biggest regret? My biggest regrets honestly always come from the things that I didn't do. And what I mean by that is, like, believe it or not, I'm not really the most expressive person. I don't like to express my feelings. I don't like to show my feelings to other people. So because of that, like, I've just like kept quiet a lot. Like, I've always like kind of kept to myself when it comes to like how I'm feeling. I'm sometimes worried and sometimes afraid of like what the other person is gonna think or what the other person is gonna say, when at the end of the day, I'm always more frustrated with myself because I'm like, I should have said this, you know, like, or I should have done that. It's always the things that I didn't do or I didn't say. Anyways, her last question is, describe yourself in one word. And if I were to describe myself in one word, probably sarcastic. For my senior year, with my graduating class, or literally every graduating class in my high school, everyone gets these t-shirts that pretty much your grade designs and customizes. And on the back of the shirt, you create your own nickname, or like people make up a nickname for you. And the nickname that I was given was Sassy Sav, for pretty self-explanatory reasons. I'm really sarcastic. I'm really sassy. Definitely sarcastic would be the, sarcastic. The last question comes from Abigail, and she says, what's your favorite TV show at the moment? By the way, I love your videos. Thank you. I love you. Probably my favorite TV shows of all time is going to be Friends. For the past like couple months, I'd say like 6 or 7 months, maybe 8 months, I have had Friends on repeat. Like, I started it on Netflix. I've gone through the series like probably a decent 5 times, and like I just keep playing it and playing it and playing it. That kind of goes back to the horror movie question, because like if I watch something that's scary or watch something that freaks me out and like I can't go to sleep, I'll always just like have Friends playing in the background like while I fall asleep. Law and Order, SVU, I'm obsessed with. Criminal Minds, I really like. If I had to choose between Criminal Minds or SVU, it'd probably be SVU. Grey's Anatomy, I love. Those are probably my favorite TV shows at the moment. If you want to be a part of the next Q&A, make sure you start sending me in your questions, because I haven't decided if I wanted to do these like every single month or if I just want to do it when I reach 5K. So let me know in the comments what you guys would prefer, and I will just do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Savannah. I make videos 3 days a week, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. You should subscribe, join the family. As always, all links will be at the end of this video and in the description box below. I'm getting good at that. I love you guys so much. I love you guys more than anything, and I will be back in a couple days with a brand new video. Bye, guys.